Hi, everybody. This is Bill Noble from Token Metrics, and this is your market update. Today, it's the XRP and Cardano roadmap. Anyone can use Token Metrics to invest like the experts. We use AI and machine learning to analyze the crypto market and find the few coins likely to gain the most. Tools on the Token Metrics platform include rolling daily ratings and price predictions for over 6,000 coins, daily, weekly, and monthly crypto portfolios, long and short-term trade indicators, and more. Think of us as a modern Bloomberg terminal for the crypto market. Sign up to gain valuable market data and professional analysis. So on Friday, Good Friday, XRP was pumping. And if you're wondering why, stay right here. Also, we're going to do an XRP and Cardano roadmap. So we're going to look at the daily, the 4-hour, and weekly charts for popular coins like XRP and Cardano. And you might be surprised to know which one of these coins, right, looks actually really good on charts. Like if I had to be long something, it's one of these coins. So don't go anywhere. So let's start with the XRP daily chart that we've got up here, right? And we like to use DeMark indicators, and DeMark was a quant technical analyst. So the 9 just refers to like a certain set of conditions being counted for the 9th time. And this chart, the XRP daily chart, is the perfect demonstration of this DeMark system inside of a range. So in XRP, it's pretty simple. At 68 cents is the bottom, and 87 cents is the top. So XRP makes a 9 top, and then there's FOMO, and then it drops to the bottom of the range where there's total despair on April 10th, followed by a 9 bottom, and then a pump the other way. So XRP is zooming back and forth in this box. Now, XRP super bulls will probably be happy to know that, like when Ethereum acts like this, when I've seen cryptos trade in kind of a box, they do eventually break out. Now, XRP and Ethereum are different coins with different fundamental stories. But even though this is a range and it may be boring XRP people to tears, it's not the worst look in the world, right? A box is not terrible in crypto. Now, let's talk about something that may not be good in XRP, or at least not be good if you're thinking about FOMOing in after this pump. So you're like, all right, I missed it. I like XRP. What should I do? Let's talk about that. So this is the XRP 4-hour chart, right? And it looks like on an Elliott wave basis, it looks like this down move was 1 at the end of March. And then the 2 was an up move that ended April 3rd. The 3 wave ended at the bottom at 68 cents. And look what we have, a 62% retracement. I'm always talking about that. Okay, XRP has stopped at the 62% retracement of that last trend down. So that could be a 4 wave. That's kind of textbook Elliott wave. And when the bond market opens up on Monday and rates continue to rise, that could hurt altcoins. So if you're an XRP fan, you definitely want to see XRP above 79 cents. Because when you break a 62% retracement either way, in this case, it would be a sign that 79 cents is not resistance and XRP's got more gas on the upside. Otherwise, it's just a bull trap or a bear market rally. It's not really in a bear market, but you get what I'm saying. So you want to see XRP not only rally today, but remember, the bond market's closed. Today's Good Friday, and European financial markets are closed Monday. So if crypto's going to go up, right, while the cat's away, the cat's the bond market, the mice can play. For XRP, you want to see it above 79 cents. Now, let's go to XRP on the weekly chart. So again, this is just another way of underscoring what the range is. using automated DeMark support and resistance points. So, 71 cents, right? XRP has never been able to sustain itself below 71 cents. I mean, there was this big drop last summer, right? And then it turned around and came right back. Now, it was down there for 4 weeks, which in crypto is an eternity, right? This time it dropped below it for 3 weeks. And in this particular case, it didn't stay down there at all. It was only down there 1 week. So XRP fans were like, oh, that's interesting. It spends less and less time below 78 cents. I'm sorry, 71 cents. So that's good. That's okay. Top end of the range on the weekly chart is 94 cents. And, XRP has not been able to stay above that level, right? There was that really big move, but once it fell back below it in November, it hasn't been able to recover. So, bottom line, 71 cents, good support in XRP. Weekly close above that, pretty good, right? But XRP has got to take out 79 cents in order for you to get excited about A, a return to the top end of the range near 88 cents, or B, any uptrend because of a fundamental story that, you may have faith, that XRP will prevail versus the government. Now, switching over to Cardano. So you're like, Bill, which coin do you like better? What looks better on, or actually forget that. Let's say if I had to be long something, right? I mean, it's hard not to like ETH, and selling Bitcoin below 40K doesn't feel like it makes sense unless the bond market wrecks everything. But if there was like an altcoin that looks kind of beat up, that could really go up, if the market goes up, it could be Cardano. So this is a very outside the box trend line. I started to draw the trend line off the August 2022 top. So it was a temporary top because there was a FOMO new high. And then I connected that to like the high closing price, the opening price from the November 9th give up trade. And I extended it all the way out. So yes, it's an outside the box trend line, but look what I noticed on the daily chart. There was a 9 top, okay, but it didn't stop Cardano right away. Cardano kind of hung out right on these 3 candlesticks, if you can see that, right? So blowing it up big, whoops. Okay, Cardano, 1, 2, 3 attempts to bang on that blue trend line. And it held. Then Cardano goes up and glides sideways and comes back to bump along the trend line. So it broke out, it made a retest, and then look at this. This retest is a 9 bottom. So I'm like, Cardano's got pretty good support around 95 cents. And on the daily chart, you could have what's called bump and run, which is break the trend line, return to the trend line, and then maybe go back to the top end of the range at $1.17. Now, in Cardano, right, if you look at the 4-hour chart, you have kind of a more traditional bump and run, except it's kind of like the sideways quiet breakout, okay? So, I mean, this is the high on April 4th, right? Draw the blue trend line, connect it to the high on April 10th, right? Which also made resistance on the 13th. Again, it's a 4-hour chart. And then if you look here at these candlesticks, right, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 days where Cardano went down and came back. Now, why did it go down and come back? Well, people were buying on this trend line, okay? So I can't possibly be the only person who can see this, all right? So upside targets for Cardano could be $1. That's where DeMark moving average is on the 4-hour chart. There's $1.05, and then if you want to get if you want to get zesty, as one influencer says, you could talk about $1.22. So let's just for a brief moment pretend that interest rates don't wreck the market. There is a catalyst going on where, the guy that runs Cardano has got Elon Musk's attention, or is trying to get Elon Musk's attention by saying, hey, If you want to do decentralized Twitter, come over to Cardano. Well, guess what? There's an instant story for Cardano, as whoever runs Cardano can continue to tweet as the Twitter drama unfolds. So it doesn't create a concrete story, but it does create a narrative. Like Cardano, thanks to that tweet, has got a narrative for the moment. Okay. So if you break above, 97 cents in Cardano, right, it could be on. Now, if it doesn't break above 97 cents, then Cardano is probably stuck in this range. But I don't think it's ridiculous to say if the market goes up, if it does, then $1.22 is possible. Now, expanding Cardano to a weekly view. So this is one of the reasons why Cardano, to me, is so interesting. Now, if you look closely, now you're like, wow, Bill, there's a lot of numbers here. And I know. But you see, the DeMark system highlights these big numbers here, the 9 and the 13. So Cardano went way up, right? And then there was a 13 top. A 13 is like DeMark's big signal for a top or a bottom, or more accurately, to observe and watch for a top or a bottom. So this was the 13 top, and then there were 2 FOMO weeks before it corrected. And it corrected and corrected. And this is textbook DeMark, right? You had 1 through 9. That's called setup, a counter trend move, and a failed rally. And then you had 1 through 13. That's called countdown. And somewhere in here, you also had a 9 bottom. So you have a 13 and a 9 bottom together on a weekly chart. That's like, wow. I mean, that could be it for the downside. It may fall into a range and just be quiet, but I'm showing support for Cardano's at 73 cents and resistance is at $1.18 on the weekly chart. Now, honestly, which sounds more likely? I mean, is it Cardano to $1.18 or is it 73 cents? Well, I mean, if Cardano's at 73 cents, then the whole market's probably wrecked, right? But if this is a dip, right? If this is a chance to get involved, to go back to the 4-hour chart, right? Like if you see people want to pay higher prices, you see Cardano start to break through 97 cents. Like right here, it's cool that people want to buy the dip. But if the Cardano narrative, follow me here, the Cardano narrative creates a situation where people are willing to pay higher prices, then Cardano's got upside to $1.05. So if you were a Cardano fan, honestly, you've got more hope in your coin than I think exists in Solana and Avalanche. And even though, everybody I think wants to buy ETH at 3,000, right? Of the layer ones, other than Near, okay, Cardano actually looks pretty good. Okay, so let's summarize what we did today. XRP is in a range, and I wouldn't FOMO in on this rally unless it breaks 79 cents. Cardano is really interesting, and you can do in Cardano maybe a 2 to 3 day trading play. And if you make money, you can move the stop up and see if crypto can go up, right? And if the bond market doesn't wreck crypto, you can win big. Or if you do a 3-day trade, you move the stop up if you win, or put the stop in. And if the bond market wrecks you, well, the bond market wrecks risk assets, then you're not wrecked because you just did really a 3-day trade. So Cardano looks interesting. XRP is going up. Happy for the XRP army, but it's got to literally get out of that box between 71 cents and 88 cents. Okay. Now, to review last week as a concluding note, Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be at the mercy of the bond market, okay, and the stock market, right? If interest rates continue to rise, that's just going to put a lid on crypto. And obviously, if the rise in interest rates really starts to hurt equities, then that's a totally different story. But you know what? That's next week's trade. Right now, it's a holiday weekend. So whichever holiday you're celebrating, on behalf of everybody at Token Metrics, I want to wish you, a happy holiday, right? This is Bill Noble from Token Metrics. We will see you next time.